And it's that time again. It's Miss Jones's story time. And as you know, we are reading Key Hunters. Mysterious Moonstone. Um, this is going to be chapter, if I remember right, we're on chapter 3. These chapters look so good, guys. Oh no, we're probably on chapter 4. Let me just check. Yes, we read chapter 3. So chapter 4 is right here. Chapter 4. We don't have any. This is the last of chapter 3 there. So we have a moon. Full moon, it looks like. And it's chapter 4. Evan and Chloe found themselves in a cluttered office. Gas lamps flickered. A large map of London hung over a desk piled high with papers. In the corner, a small bulldog lay curled on a leather chair. The dog lifted his head and gave a lazy woof. Did we? Evan began. Did we just get sucked into a book? Cleo said. Where we are now. There are no pictures. Awesome, Evan whispered. Do you think Miss Hillard? What are you wearing? Evan had on a dark jacket with buttons down the front and heavy gray pants. He reached up to feel a round felt hat on his head. You look worse, Evan said. Cleo wore a frilly blue dress which swayed like a bell every time she moved. She blushed. Don't you dare tell anyone about this, she hissed. Judging from the gas lamps and our clothes, we must be in the 19th century, Evan said. No way, Cleo said. My grandma was born in the 1950s, and she had electricity, light bulbs, television, and everything. No, 19th century means the 1800s, Evan explained. You have to subtract a century. That makes sense, Cleo said. She started to go on, but a door opened and a young man rushed in. Ah, I see you've met Watson, the man said. He wore a long plaid coat and his hair was messy. He dumped more papers on the desk. Some fluttered to the floor. You must be my new assistants. I had no idea you'd be so. He looked at them. So young. We're not young, Cleo said. And a member of the fairer sex, too, the man said to Cleo. I guess I'm fair. One time I refereed a soccer game and called a penalty on my best friend. No pictures, just words again. Evan tugged Cleo's sleeve. I think he means prettier and more fragile. I'm not fragile, Cleo said. If anyone here is fairer, it's Evan. I'm Evan, Evan said. This is Cleo. Pleasure to meet you both, the man said, sorting through a messy pile. My name is Artie Baker, and I'm a detective with the London police. You've been sent to help me solve a crime. Are you any good? Cleo asked. Artie pulled a treat from his pocket and tossed it to Watson. The dog gobbled it down. Well, I've had a bit of a bad run, Artie said. What does that mean? Cleo said. It means I haven't solved a crime lately, Artie said. Lately? Evan asked. To be honest, Artie said, ever. Cleo and Evan glanced at each other in concern. Well, there was that one case, Artie said. My mother misplaced the biscuits she'd purchased at the bakery. Let me guess, Cleo said. You ate them. Artie grinned. I see I have two fine assistants. You look young to be a detective, Cleo said. Artie leaned in close. I lied on my application, he whispered. I'm only 16. I don't like the sound of this, Cleo muttered. So where do we start? Evan asked. At the beginning, Artie said. Detectives must gather clues to uncover the truth. We need to find the Musgrave Moonstone. Okay, so here we go, guys. We have a picture. And there's the full page, so you can see it. You can see her dress. It looks like a bell and his hat. See how her hair is, and there's Watson over there. So that's what Artie looks like. Be cool if these were in color too. Don't you mean the mysterious Moonstone? Cleo asked. Whoever called it that? Artie said. That's the title of this book, Cleo said. What book? Artie said. She means the Musgrave Moonstone is very mysterious, Evan said. What's mysterious, old chap, is that the Musgrave Moonstone has been stolen, Artie said. The suspects are at Colonel Musgrave's home. His daughter is to be married tomorrow. The house will soon be filled with people, so we must be swift if we are to solve this mystery. And that, my friends, is the end of chapter 4. So chapter 4, we've learned about a little bit more about the Moonstone. Our characters have new items of clothing. If you remember what they are, go back to the Facebook page and post the answer to those questions for chapter 4. We also have someone new that may actually help you with one of the questions as well. So make sure you're going over and you're looking at the Facebook page and posting there or responding in the comments below to let me know that you've read or you listened to the story and you remember some of the details. Tell me some key details that you actually pulled from this particular chapter. And name something that we actually learned. Bye.